My first instinct is to eat a whole raw aubergine.
Welcome to WatchMojoUK, and today we're counting down our picks for the most unpredictable and volatile Taskmaster stars.
You finished the trigger?
Yeah, done.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos.
Number 10, Ian Sterling.
How is that going to stop stuff
I'm
falling
quietly
out of the hammock?
confident, actually.
Ian, how is that going to stop things falling out of the hammock?
It isn't. It isn't.
Going on Taskmaster can really bring out the best in some people, or, in the case of Ian Sterling, it can bring out their worst.
I'd like to apologise for my behaviour. I just thought we shouldn't panic.
I agree, which is
Sorry.
why I suggested doing all of this 7 minutes ago.
Okay.
He was extremely competitive and often argumentative with Greg Davies, which is never a good strategy for getting points. But most shocking was this team task where they had to pile up items in a hammock, in which Sterling seized control and decided to ignore all of Lou Sanders' suggestions.
Such a little bossy boots, don't you?
That wasn't pleasant for me to watch.
It was genuinely painful to see him bossing them around like a tyrant, and they still hadn't forgiven him for how he was acting when it came time to do the scores. No wonder he apologised.
That has upset me.
Yeah.
No end. That is a horrible insight.
Number 9, Bob Mortimer.
The banana's in there, the deodorant's in there. Use them if you want. I'm fine with that. So,
Come on in.
One of Blighty's best surrealists, Bob Mortimer always did the unexpected in Series 5. His most bizarre Taskmaster moment came when they were tasked with giving Alex a special cuddle.
Alex,
Yes, Bob?
would you like to shut the boot lid?
Yes, please, Bob.
Yes!
To accomplish this, he had brought in his Audi, and the pair of them climbed into the boot. We couldn't see what was happening, but we could hear it, and it was very strange indeed.
Oh! How does that feel?
It's very low.
Too low.
Yes, please.
Other highlights included him making a short film about some fruit when asked to make a coconut look like a businessman, him encountering himself in a box full of Wotsits, and his banana peeling masterpiece.
hello there. I'm Slow Peter, and I paint prison gates. And I'm a businessman.
Number 8, Noel Fielding.
I'm just going to get into position, look through my bready peephole, get ready to get turned on. Cue music.
You always expect Noel Fielding to bring something unconventional to a show, and he didn't disappoint in Series 4. The group was tasked with making an exotic sandwich, sending Alex to the shops to get their supplies.
Eat your exotic sandwich, fastest wins.
Mel Giedroych's chocolate-heavy sandwich was chaotic enough, but by far, Noel's decision to do an exotic dance sandwich takes the cake. It was more than a little disturbing to see him eat pieces of bread from Alex after forcing him to dance, but perhaps not quite as repulsive as the other baffling sandwich concoctions.
How are we going to do this?
No, your time starts now.
Okay. The nibble off the sandwich. I have to eat the whole thing, do I?
There was raw yam and sausage rolls, salmon and kiwi, and a hot dog used as a garnish from the other contestants. Noel even ate some of Alex's beard hairs. Revolting.
We're giving Noel a bonus point for eating hair.
Number 7, Josh Widdicombe. Though he's not the first person who springs to mind when you think of chaos, and indeed maybe one of the last, Josh knocked it out of the park with some of his Taskmaster moments.
I've felt we've been getting on very well, Greg.
Yeah, I think it's gone all right.
I thought you'd worry that I'd forget you after this, so I've got a tattoo.
Most memorably, they were all asked to buy the Taskmaster the best gift for 20 quid, and Josh decided that the best gift he could give was to get Greg tattooed on his foot forever. Now Josh has a permanent reminder, not only of the fact that he was one of the stars who helped launch the show, but of all those special tasks he was forced to do completely alone, where he counted how many beans were in a tin. Number 6. Fern Brady.
I can play this!
I don't know that one.
It's not his best.
What's not to love about autistic comedian Fern Brady and her memorable approaches to solving the tasks? Among her best moments was the song written to classical music and the very last task in the series.
Here we are again, series 14. Who will become the house's queen? It is me, Fern Brady, I'm the rightful queen.
With her song, she absolutely demolished the other contestants, despite giving herself some very difficult words to incorporate into the lyrics.
You saddled yourself with some stinker words, but
Yeah.
it's a masterpiece, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I wasn't aware we were allowed to write a diss track.
In the final task, they were each presented with 3 things they'd asked Alex for weeks earlier, with Fern's being coloured pens, potatoes, and some taxidermy.
Do you remember these things?
Wait, did I meet these potatoes before?
When she tried to throw the taxidermy bird over the caravan and cover the pens with the potatoes, everything fell apart. But it's no wonder Greg got Fern's song stuck in his head.
But to me, the obvious thing was to let the bird fly.
Number 5. James Acaster.
I'll just open the box, you...
We knew he was going to be a good contestant when he swore at Greg while he took a look at the object from someone else's prize desk, getting a stern telling off. He went on to be completely unpredictable, other than his refusal to ever say hello to Alex in all of the tasks.
Only advice I can give the Taskmaster for this one, expect the unexpected. Baby? Can you tell him that?
You want me to tell him to expect the unexpected?
Baby? Okay.
By far though, he excelled in the task to poke the most unexpected thing out of the hole in the ground the contestants had been dropped into. He ordered the cameras off and ended up putting his underpants on a stick and presenting them to Alex.
Hands on a stick. Uh-oh. Hands on a stick. You get extra points for a song?
No.
That was a waste of time.
The song he wrote with the musicians was also absurd.
Over my shoulder! Older and older! That's what I told you!
Number 4. Sally Phillips. Also in Series 5 was Sally Phillips, who produced some truly iconic task solutions that impressed the audience and Greg every single time. If throwing a jelly into a bucket wasn't legendary enough, she also made 2 bona fide short films. The water cooler moment, in which she created a piece of erotic fiction about having sex with a water cooler, was a stroke of genius, even though she herself worried it might be, quote, dull.
It's going to go in one armpit.
But then there was her version of Special Cuddle Task, which involved covering Alex in cake, and her extraordinary footage of Alex in the womb. She got a standing ovation for that one. Number 3. Liza Tarbuck.
What I need is a cake around this size. I need confectioner's custard.
Anyone who gets Alex Horne to do that to a poor innocent cake deserves to be on any list of the most chaotic comedians in the country. Who knew it was so entertaining just watching someone wander around London looking for the Taskmaster house and picking up rubbish?
I guess it's whether or not that's a hat, Lisa.
Oh, it's clearly a hat.
Looks like a bag.
She was also the only one who couldn't resist drawing a penis when they were all asked to make a dot-to-dot in a piece of foam. Someone had to do it, and why not the woman who also subjected us to seeing Alex plant his bottom on a cake on national television?
This is pre-joining of the dots.
Okay.
Unsurprisingly, Tarbuck won the series. Number 2, Rhod Gilbert.
And I know how much you enjoy touching.
Is Rhod Gilbert a complete psychopath? Probably not, but his performance on Taskmaster may have you thinking otherwise. It's a toss-up between the blinking task and the creepiest prize task, with which was the most uncomfortable to watch.
We can see sort of the area that you're interested in.
The horrible thing is, I don't know what happened to BT. It could still be around.
I think we all know what happened to BT.
On the one hand, seeing Rhod Gilbert force himself not to blink for 7 minutes was torturous, and totally unnecessary given how bad everyone else was at it. On the other hand, taking a video of Greg Davies sleeping after hiding in his wardrobe for hours is also deeply sinister. But despite all that, he still couldn't beat Kerry Godliman. Number 1. Ed Gamble. Like Rhod Gilbert, Ed Gamble was ruthless in his pursuit of success.
Uh-oh, the donkey sounds mighty agitated.
He was a machine in every single task, and it was no wonder that he stormed to victory at the end of the series.
The spring system!
Yeah, he's the spring system. Yeah, but you're a conscious being.
Oh, I'm so sorry!
Some of his memorable moments included arguing with David Baddiel, pretending to be the donkey in real-life Buckaroo, and never flinching from some of the grosser tasks, like the one where they had to find gold rings and put them in a bowl.
I've got 3 sensitivity levels! And I'll be honest, I'm on my top.
Even stranger was his short film about falling in love with a chickpea. But at least we learned from Eb that the best place to hide an aubergine is inside the head of a baby.
I think I found the third aubergine.
It's amazing how much it compacts down into a baby's head.
Let us know in the comments who you think the best Taskmaster contestant of all time is.
Genuinely horrifying to watch. It's like a scene from A Clockwork Orange. Yeah.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojoUK and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.